And we back. Yeah. So yeah, Malcolm, do all white people think the same about race? Malcolm?
That's a good question. That's the $1 million question. Fact.
Oh man, well, let's see what we get out of here. Malcolm.
Yeah.
All I want to say is, if you got that overt racism and it's showing, it's not in the closet, thank you. Let me see your racism.
Let me see your racism.
I hate a closeted racism. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know, Halloween is just like a weird holiday to be dressing up as anybody else's culture.
You can say the same thing about any costume. Are you going to tell a 6-year-old girl that she can't dress up like a pirate because she doesn't know the history of pirates? Like,
that's very different.
What?
Maybe. Depends on how it feels about pirates.
So they got long.
Strongly disagree, someone disagree. Okay. I missed the fucking question though. Or was it a question? No. Yeah. Good luck with that.
We're all
Somebody
technically
said
white.
strong.
Did somebody say stronger?
Australia,
Strongly disagree.
wherever. South Africa. You know, we all have these crazy places
Somebody
we
said
come
agree.
from, and these people are
Somebody
around, and we
said
get those ideas
somewhat
from
disagree.
those people. But that doesn't mean us as a whole have no culture.
But as a white person, it's not really a culture. You can have culture like I'm hella Irish, obviously, and that's a culture.
Right.
But just being white is not it's
A culture.
It's not a
Yeah.
Relate to it just because you're white.
I think it's ethnicity, though. If we were all black, could I relate to you guys if just because of the color of our skin?
Yes, because they go through very similar experiences. Like they'll get discriminated against, and you're not getting discriminated against because of your skin color. They can both relate to that.
But I
Right.
also feel like with culture,
I like him.
we try different things. We want to do different things. So maybe we've lost a little bit of our culture.
Maybe we're creating a new culture.
White isn't a culture. I don't think they understand that. Oh shit.
Come on, be real.
Come on. Take y'all ass to the right if you go to the right.
Explain it.
Okay, what is it?
I'll stay here.
Reverse racism is like someone being racist against
Barbecue
you because you
Becky.
were white. Like, do you believe that someone can be racist against a white person?
Oh wow.
Agree.
Really?
I
Strongly
grew up
agree.
completely
Wow.
Hispanic culture. I was constantly made fun of because I was white. Oh, white people can't dance. White people look stupid.
Can't.
Whatever.
They shouldn't say white people can't dance, but
That's
they
cute.
can't dance.
No, yeah, I
They
can't
shouldn't
dance.
say it.
Just putting that out there. But I mean, like, being honest though, like they would say those mean.
Did they just tell us something that we can't say?
It's like a hard pill to swallow because
Oh.
if I turned around and said black people can't dance, I'd get hell for that. But
No,
then
they'd
if
just be
someone
proven
says the
wrong.
same words to me,
Just get
it's somehow
proven wrong.
okay, because
You have to look at the difference of it though. And I relate to you. I grew up with all Latino or black friends. I had very few white friends. And yeah, I got made fun of for being like the white girl. I was gringa. And I didn't take offense to it because the huge part about racism is that there's hate and oppression behind it. And as a white person in America, I do not feel oppressed.
And I definitely think that we should take the log out of our own eyes before worrying about the sawdust in other people's. Like, I totally agree with that, but there is sawdust, so that's kind of just what I'm saying.
For me, I feel like anything we do can come out racist to any other type of race. But at the same time, if they say something mean or racist to us that we feel is racist, it kind of gets brushed off.
When I think of the word racism, I think more towards oppression, so that's why I'm in the disagree. Like, I'll deal with someone just being mean to me, but whatever.
All right, pause. I'm gonna pause it right there.
Pause.
So yeah, I guess the girl was claiming that because they called her white girl, and that was part of like reverse racism or some shit like that when she's a kid. That's not reverse racism. That's just kids being kids and name calling. I don't think like that counts. And just like he just said, like, yeah, I might be white and people might like talk shit or whatever the case is, but I'm not being oppressed. So
Yeah.
whereas like where's the racism like coming from, whatever the case is.
So far, I like this. So far,
Yeah, I mean,
seeing everybody's different opinions.
it's funny. It's
So-
funny how they don't understand like it's not a white culture.
Yeah, because she's like, but
Like
well,
I'm Irish.
but
That's
like
the
yeah,
culture.
we're
like,
Irish. That's a culture, and
or like white isn't a culture. Like it's literally just a race or whatever the case is. But I don't know. I guess people had their own thoughts. Let's finish this. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
strongly disagree.
I
Strongly
think it's
Agree.
important to focus on race in order to bring us together. There is a race issue in America, and if we just avoid it altogether and pretend like it's not happening, nothing's going to change, in my opinion.
I kind of was thinking about the question differently because if all I'm thinking about when I meet someone is, oh, I'm white and she's not white and I'm white and she's not white, like that for me, that's like what focusing on race is.
Yeah, we're never gonna be happy unless we just like all work together, just to like treat each other like each other. You know, like there is no race.
Yeah, and that sounds great, but it's like we're not there.
Yeah.
We're not there. I feel
Yeah,
like
we're not there.
perspective might also
No.
say, like, oh, I don't see color, or try to have that attitude. I don't think that helps anybody. I think we need to respect each other's backgrounds, and like that is only gonna happen if we do see color. We
Talk,
do like
yeah.
appreciate everybody's differences.
Hoo-hoo.
Let's see.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think-
well,
Okay, everybody admits that.
You
Okay.
see all the time, like Coachella, we're in LA, and you see people in the Native American headdresses without knowing how important that is to Native people.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a difference between respecting the culture and completely disrespecting the culture. But then also, if you want to dress up on Halloween like a geisha because you like the
fuck that
costume,
is. What's a
it's
geisha?
beautiful costume. That I wouldn't say is.
I wouldn't do that. I think if you're gonna go and dress up as a geisha without knowing the importance of it and just being
Think
like,
of
oh,
Mulan,
this is cute,
like,
I'm gonna
how
put
she was,
this
like,
on.
dolled
and also,
up.
even if you did know the
Yeah.
importance
Okay.
and you're like, I don't know, Halloween is just like a weird holiday to be dressing up as anybody else's culture.
You can say the same thing about any costume. Are you going to tell a 6-year-old girl that she can't dress up like a pirate because she doesn't know the history of pirates? Like,
Well, that's very different.
well, so it's just like,
That's very different. Those are children.
I think it's a lot about intention because I think wearing that thing
True.
at Coachella, like I feel like I would see that as that person mocking someone.
Well, even if they don't
Mhm.
intentionally mean it, it's
Yeah.
still offensive.
Oh shit. Why does it have to be like black? Hold on, pause. So why does it have to be so focused on black though? Like that's the only culture.
I guess because
Like I like how they just took the spin on the last one and said with the Indian feathers or whatever the case is,
Yeah, the name of
and
the
that's
stuff.
mocking that. But like the last couple questions, like before that, it's like kind of been like aimed towards black people. Like his other cultures out there being appropriated. Like
Yeah,
it
but,
was
you
that
know,
it was that school that did a whole mariachi band or some shit. Like the grown ass teachers, like was dressed as mariachi bands and like they was dressed as the wall and shit like that.
Yeah.
You remember those pictures and shit?
yeah, I remember
Like,
those.
like why does it have to be focused on black people? That's my only like
Because that's
reference
like
right
the
now.
big thing in America, like the whole, because like, some people or some white people feel that like, that whole when they was talking about reverse racism, yeah, the whole black thing, because like it's like why do I have to always be the racist or blah 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 blah. So
I'm just
I don't know, maybe they focus on that because like that's pretty much what America pretty much focuses on and
Okay.
shit. So
I'm just wondering. I'm just saying.
maybe.
Other cultures get talked about, and other cultures get appropriated. And
Yeah.
Other cultures, all that other shit. So that's all. Start again in 3, 2, 1.
strongly disagree, somewhat disagree.
Why do
Well,
you
the
want to say
reason
the
I
N word?
somewhat disagree is because a lot of my favorite rappers use it frequently. If I'm listening to my favorite Childish Gambino song, which it drops it like 100 times, that it's like I'm not sitting there thinking all these horrible things about black people, and I'm like, it's just in the song, and when I'm singing.
Don't get put on stage at a
There's, like,
Kendrick
two
Lamar
different forms of
concert
the
then.
word.
Yeah.
And so with the R and with an
Say,
A.
Mama, can I say it?
With my friends, they're like,
Go
oh, you
ahead.
can say it with an A, like that won't hurt my feelings. but also like even when I'm in the car by myself, like I still feel like it's not my place.
Don't listen to your
You know,
friends.
like with the day at the end, you know, like if I'm by myself, but like out of respect
Talking about
for
she'll
other
whisper it.
people, I just think it's more
Like you
appropriate
could say
not to
ninja.
Do you guys think rappers should stop putting it in their songs?
I feel like if they're
Why?
African
If you think
American,
it's wrong, though, why?
I don't think it's wrong because the history of the N-word slave owners would call black people as the N-word with the hard R at the end. If black people want to take that word and claim it as their own and claim that painful history and like be like,
I'm liking some of these people.
F
They
you,
got a
like, I'm
very
gonna claim
good
this word,
They
wide
know-
I
they know
variety
don't
of
feel allowed
people.
to do
Yeah.
that. I don't think as a white person I have that right to take a word that was derogatory towards them. They should 100% have the right to do that.
But do you think it's okay for a white person to sing the song?
See,
and
that's
say
where
that?
we're like all on the fence. It's like I feel like
It's a word used as my friend basically, and like just like she said, if they want to take that back from its horrible origins, then I'm totally fine with that. But as a white person, you can't say that word without feeling a certain way.
Yeah,
So
but I have a
that's why
question.
I don't.
If they didn't put it in their
Pause.
song,
Just as much thought as they putting into this, you shouldn't be saying it. Like you just putting way too much thought into like should I say it? I'm gonna whisper it and it's gonna make everything better. Like motherfucker, just don't say it. If you gotta like that's like
Find a substitution word.
not even a substitution word, my nigga. Like if it's making you think that hard whether you should say this word or not, like that's just like saying I'm gonna call every woman a B word.
Mhm.
Like, but you gonna think about it like Mom, you acting like a not that word, but you acting like something else. Like if it's gonna make you think that fucking hard to like switch up your words and make you like a word or talking or whatever, it should come out fluently just like how we talking right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you gotta think so fucking hard before you say a word, my nigga, don't say it. Just shut the fuck up. Like bleep yourself out. You are now on fucking daytime television, my nigga. Bleep yourself the fuck out. Your life is daytime television.
FCC.
All right, like come the fuck on. Like it shouldn't be that hard. Like if you gotta think that hard about saying a fucking word, like don't fucking say it.
Yeah, but then you have to like play devil's advocate a little bit. But it's like, well, you guys say it, so why couldn't I?
Because I'm me. Do you want to do everything I do? You want to do everything that I do?
Hey,
Do you want to
quote-
Do you want to piss with your dick in your hand, young lady? Like you want to do everything that I fucking do?
look,
Fuck out of here.
to quote Paul Mooney, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
Exactly.
That's how America is. Like everybody, like people want like the culture of being black, but they don't want all the negative like stuff that came with like us being oppressed and like discrimination and stuff. Like nobody wants that.
I wonder if anybody ever did an experiment of like, I guess you couldn't do that, huh? I was about to say experiment like being black for a day. Experience being black for a day.
How would they? Yeah, because like
I don't know.
that's impossible.
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
I was just thinking, I was like, well, how could you do that? You can't really
the
can't.
closest that they got or that people got to that was have you ever looked at some of Jane's work where she like
Who the hell is Jane?
the old white lady, I know you seen her in a couple videos and stuff where like she do like these little exercise to make people feel like how how minorities feel like with racial. Maybe I'll show you.
The only thing I can think that gets closest to that is whatever homeboy name is. I don't know his fucking name, but I think the show is What Would You Do or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's like, it's like exactly what you said, because she basically picked something, and like, okay, she was like, okay, people with blue eyes or something, come over here, sit over here, and then people with brown eyes over here, and then it's like, all right, you have these group of people, and she's like giving them special treatment, and then other people, and people were like breaking down in these experiments. Like they couldn't handle it.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, that's
seen
what.
that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like yeah,
I
like
ain't never seen that.
you never see it. I gotta know how you look at it.
Yeah, cool.
It's crazy.
Starting again in 3, 2, 1.
you wouldn't say it, right?
No, yeah, 100%.
So are they causing people to say that word more often? Because she wouldn't say it if
It's
it
not
wasn't.
white people's place to tell them what they can and cannot use. So.
It's in the 1960s.
3,
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, I
The
don't
same
know.
energy, B.
I want to say that because there's no telling.
Strongly agree,
It's so sad to
somewhat
say 'cause
disagree.
I never say it out
It
loud.
depends. You're
but it's the
growing
truth,
up
is,
though.
like,
It depends on how you
getting
grew up.
pulled over by the police. I always feel like I have a little bit of a one-up because I'm white, because I'm a woman, and I feel so bad that that's the truth.
She doesn't understand
but
why she can't say
this
nigga
is a
though.
real thing.
Like what?
Me as an individual, I feel like I'm not
Oh my
privileged.
God.
Sure, like white people background came from like being higher up on the scale, but I've gone through really hard things before. You know, I don't feel like I'm superior over other people. So as an individual, I don't feel like I'm privileged.
That's
I
life
think
experiences though.
privilege,
That's not like
guess
race
I don't really
experiences.
think that I'm above other people. I just think that naturally I'm treated differently.
Yeah, it's like perception. It's just perceptions.
Yeah, I think that's a huge misconception. I have privilege that I didn't ask for. It's just society sees me as like the standard for whatever reason, and because of that, I get treated differently. And white privilege, you know, like you said, it's not about what you've gone through or what you experience. It's 100% how the world sees me.
You. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, be proud to be white. I don't like that about that shit. I hope they agree with that.
Can there be
He said, "Can I just be in the middle? It's neutral. The middle's neutral." Somewhat disagree. Somewhat
I
agree.
almost went there too. It's like
I think
so
like
hard.
guiltily, like I'm like happy that I'm not oppressed, but I'm not proud of like things people have done in the past.
When I think of
See, that's what I'm talking about. Pause. See, that's what I was talking about with the whole statement of the Paul Mooney quote.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody
yeah,
wants
like,
to be black. And
yeah,
gotta be black. Everybody
yeah.
wants to be a nigga, then they want to be a nigga.
Yeah,
Nobody want to be a nigga.
Yeah, like that. She just said it. She just basically said,
I'm
like,
happy I don't have to be oppressed.
yeah, she's like, but yeah, like, so
what?
that's the thing that I want like some people to like realize, like people like, so people do realize it and they do see stuff.
Right.
That from her even saying it. So that means you recognize the stuff, and you just like
Just overlook it, whatever.
yeah.
Just ignore it. Start again in 3, 2, 1.
something I worked for, or that I had to do nothing to be white, absolutely nothing, and nothing was
This is
taken
true.
from me because
Yeah.
I was white.
It's like saying I'm a proud white person is a completely different saying than saying I'm a proud black person. Because when you hear I'm a proud black person, I think empowerment, I think strength, I think courage, I think, you know, all these amazing things that the black community has
What do
done
you
and
think when you
accomplished
hear
throughout the
a
years.
proud white
But then when
person?
you say I am a strong or I'm a proud white person, already there's so much like hate
Negative.
involved in that.
The thing about that
Impactful,
is
yeah.
like how you said, someone who says I'm proud to be black, that's empowerment. Why aren't I allowed to be proud to be white? What makes it wrong?
Yeah, what are you proud of? Just your skin color? Because yes, that is wrong.
So you're
So
saying I can't be proud to be white because I don't have a culture?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's that when white people say they're proud to be white, a lot of times, at least in my opinion, they're talking about their skin color, that they're not a different race. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna pause that because I don't have a problem with you saying that you're a proud white person. Like, you have a problem with that? Yeah, on the fence about it. I don't see the difference. Like, I understand like what she's trying to say. Like, she has why she can't be empowered or whatever the case is by her saying that like that.
But the thing
But
is, like,
I also,
white
I
isn't
also
a-
agree. Yeah, I also agree. Like he
culture,
said,
though.
I also
Yeah.
agree. Like he said, like all I did was wake up and I was white, or I was born and I was white, so I don't have that much really to be proud about other than being white.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends on how you feel about yourself. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I guess it's just how you feel about yourself. Start again at 3, 2, 1.
But as like we were talking about, as a proud black person, they've been oppressed. That a lot of their culture was stolen from them. And a lot of the reasons that I don't like proud to be white is because it has the Nazis used
Much
it.
to do with it.
The KKK used it. I
Yeah.
don't want to be associated with
used
any
it,
of those
yeah.
things. So I'm just gonna completely
Word.
stay away from that.
Sure, I'm not proud of like what my culture's done, but at the same time,
But she been
like, I would
flip-flopping
not
too the
wanna
whole
be-
time.
If I had to choose another race, I don't know what I would be. I'm okay with where I am, even though I'm getting backlash about being white.
Food questions? I was waiting on the food question.
Do you like Starbucks?
How many of you are vegan?
Hey guys, this is John.
And I'm Erin.
Thank you you so
I
much
did
for
one
watching
with
this
black
episode
people.
of Spectrum.
Yeah.
We
You
hope
ain't see that one?
enjoyed
No,
the
I did not.
discussion. Let us
Oh,
know what you
okay.
thought in
I
the
saw it
comments
already.
below,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And if you'd like to watch more of our videos, click here to subscribe.
and we'll see you next time.
I just like the fact that everything was just based around black people, though. That's my only gripe about that shit.
Yeah, you know, because the whole everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it works.
America, right?
America. America.
This is America.
Yeah.